Alabama to NYU. Let's talk about it. Hi everyone. For those of you that don't know, I was an Alabama sorority girl that transferred to NYU Tisch School of Dramatic Arts. A little backstory, I grew up in New York City, moved to Vermont because of COVID, spent 4 years of high school in Vermont, went to Alabama on a full ride scholarship, and now I'm going to NYU Tisch in 3 weeks. I've gotten lots of questions about my SAT scores, my ACT scores, my stats, my grades, all of that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't even think I took the SAT. I took the ACT, but I'm not going to reel my scores because, honestly, it's not that important. I also didn't submit my test scores. Sure, if I got a 1600 SAT and a 36 ACT, yeah, I'd submit them, but I didn't. And I wasn't a straight A student in high school. I was almost a straight A student, but I had a few B's here and there. And when I was at Alabama, I was on the dean's list my fall and spring semester. But I also had so much community service in high school. I can't even count the hours. It was so much. Thanks to the Miss America organization, I had loads of community service. I wrote a children's book. I had a 501c3 nonprofit. I have a website. I went to schools and I read my book and I did presentations and I talked about people with hidden disabilities because I have a processing disorder. With that being said, when I applied to transfer, I added all of that stuff in because that was most of my life. And in my personal essay, I wrote about how I'm sort of an outcast. I'm a 6-foot-tall redhead, and I have a learning disability. Besides the fact that I've always sort of felt left out my entire life, I also wrote that I'm willing to give up my entire full-ride scholarship to go to NYU Tisch to pursue my modeling and acting career. Don't discount the audition, too. My audition, I think that was the best audition I've ever done. Because, to be honest, I went full out because I thought there was nothing to lose. I'm not gonna get in. I seriously doubted myself in that moment, which might have been a good thing, I guess. The entire time I was applying to NYU, I was like, I'm not gonna get in, so like, who cares? So I think that's why my audition was so good, is because I was just like, send it, full send, everything, just go full out, you know, do all your things, who cares? And I guess it benefited me in the long run. 18 days after my audition, I got accepted. This is for the theater people. If you're not a theater person, I don't know if this really applies to you, but go full out, always go full out. If you're walking out of your audition and you're like, that was like 80%, you did it wrong, okay? You need to go 110, 120, 130%, leave nothing on the table. That is my advice to you. So, there you go. Anyways, I hope this clears up some confusion that people had about my transfer process. If you have more questions, you can leave them in the comments, obviously. But yeah, I'm really excited to start this next chapter of my life. It's really hard right now because everyone's going through rush and I miss my friends so badly. And I really wanted to rush girls at Alabama because it just seems like so much fun. Gosh, with that being said, I am so excited to go to NYU. Like, it's like a part of me needs to re-enter my soul. Anyways, that's the end of the video. Bye.